Close your eyes and imagine Darth Vader as he says to you, "I am your father." Now, whether you're a fanatic of Jedi lore like me or someone who has never seen a frame of Star Wars, I can almost guarantee you that you were able to see his ominous presence in your mind's eye. Since the age of 5, I've been immersed in Star Wars movies, TV, comics, and toys. The world of Star Wars has been one that has given me a divine inspiration to become the actor and storyteller I am today. But how is it that the people in the room who despise Star Wars can still visualize this moment? Today, I will inform you of how Star Wars took over the world. Although Star Wars plays like fantasy, it is drenched with psychology. Dr. Travis Langley, professor of psychology at Henderson State University, mentions how George Lucas couldn't finish Star Wars before he stumbled upon Joseph Campbell's The Hero's Journey, which derived from Carl Jung's writings on character and mythology. The hero's journey consists of the ordinary world, the call to adventure, refusal of the call, meeting with the mentor, crossing the threshold, tests, approach, the ordeal, the reward, the road back, the resurrection, and the return with the elixir. This outlines the story of Luke Skywalker, and it spoke to children then just as it speaks to children now. It's an unspoken desire to be something greater than ourselves, and Lucas's understanding of psychology allowed him to highlight this in Star Wars. There is a quote from Jedi Master Yoda that says, "Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering." Now when I look back at this line, I realize that it was a warning to children everywhere that says, don't let fear turn you away from the light. In the 70s and into the present, Star Wars was and is a symbol for hope, for goodness, and for triumph. It became a chance to light speed away to a world where children could process their own feelings through the theatrics of Jedi and Sith. Now that I've discussed how Star Wars makes us feel, I'd like to explain how consumerism took advantage of it. Star Wars was the first film to market toys for their movie. In 1977, George Lucas licensed his IP to Kenner. Once the film was released, so were the toys. In the documentary Empire of Dreams, it discusses how no one expected it to be the big hit that it was. So, Kenner sold out almost immediately. Children across the world were begging for Star Wars action figures, and Kenner couldn't keep up with production. They began to introduce the early bird package, which sent children a decorated box with a certificate saying their toys would be on their way soon. The lack of supply and the abundance of demand made Star Wars even more of a sensation. After a year, Kenner was on track, producing enough Star Wars toys for the masses. And George Lucas had made enough money from the merchandising alone to fund the next 2 movies himself. Since 1977, Star Wars merchandising has profited $25 billion. I've discussed how feelings turn into profit and to popularity. Now I'll detail how Star Wars continues to breathe new life away from its original creator. In 2012, George Lucas sold Star Wars to Disney for $4.1 billion. According to an article in Forbes from 2020, since the purchase, Disney has made 5 movies and 1 TV show, all set in the Star Wars galaxy, grossing $4.475 billion. Although the original vision of one man is no more, it laid the groundwork for more visionary directors to explore their ideas of what Star Wars means to them. Directors like Jon Favreau, pictured here, or Patty Jenkins, Taika Waititi, Ron Howard, J.J. Abrams, and producers like Kevin Feige and Kathleen Kennedy, pictured here, are paving the way for newer generations to experience its magic. In conclusion, Star Wars is an ever-growing franchise that's dug deep into the roots of our pop culture. Whether you've watched every movie, an episode of the Clone Wars, read a comic, overheard a friend, or stepped on your cousin's Star Wars action figure, Star Wars is ingrained in our minds and has been passed down by a generation, and will be passed down by generations long after us. There's no doubt that Star Wars has taken over the world, and even if it becomes shadowed by something else, it'll be the sleeping giant, ready to roar inspiration to the lucky child who finds it. Thank you.